で、胸元持ってって、しっかり押さえて。はい、そこでご挨拶。はい、座って。はい、手ついて。手もっと前。胸でお辞にする。はい。そうじゃ背中が見えちまうだろう。
So after two taxing woman films, Itami and Miyamoto shift gears a bit. Tales of a Golden Geisha follows Naoko, a geisha said to possess a lucky bone that brings fortune to her patrons. When she falls in love with a bank manager engaged to be married to the daughter of one of the bank's biggest clients, she ends up moving in with him only to discover that his appetites and entanglements drag her into a world of corruption, crime, and betrayal. And I like this a bit less than the rest of Itami's catalog, but that certainly doesn't mean there isn't anything to love here. For starters, the performance by Nobuko Miyamoto is beautiful and heartbreaking and might just be her best performance in all of Itami's filmography. The cinematography, the staging, the blocking are stunning as always. The story threw me for a loop several times, and while I'm sure that my, how should I put this, Western ignorance around Japanese customs was impeding my ability to fully understand and grasp this film, like I'm still not really sure what a geisha is, it was still a profound perspective on a love story mixed with the usual Itami crime subplots. Also, the humor is still here, just a little bit more subdued. At one point, one character talks about how he's able to hang a brass tea kettle off of his erection, and I nearly spit out my drink. And the blending of tones is so well accomplished here, with the film going to some pretty dark places in the back half, as we see Naoko being passed around like a piece of property. Per usual, Itami does struggle with keeping the focus on his female protagonist. There were far too many stretches of this where Naoko is brushed aside in favor of the political backroom dealings and blackmail and talk of bank loans. Not that all of that stuff isn't enthralling to watch unfold, but so often I just want Itami's movies to be her movies rather than have her feel like a supporting player in her own story. The film is less playful in its construction and form than other Itami movies. It has its moments here and there, but overall we sit within scenes longer, the editing is more sparse, and the camera remains static. All of that helps to serve this particular story. It doesn't need the bells and whistles of Tampopo or A Taxing Woman, and I think that Itami understood that.